Have you heard the story of the duck in the bottle? This is a story I heard from my friend Amy Martell. I don't know where she heard it from, and I tried to look up the origins of the story and I haven't found it. So it's a variation on a story you might have heard before, but let me tell you the story of the duck in the bottle. So there's a woman who's very unhappy with her life, and she wants to try and change things, but she's not sure how. And she hears about this guru that teaches people about enlightenment. And the guru lives up on a mountain. You have to travel there and stay in the village and climb up the mountain. And she decides to go visit this guru. So she does what she was told by her friend to do. She travels to the mountain. She stays in the village the night before, and she climbs up in the morning, and she knocks on the guru's door. And the guru answers and says, "How can I help you?" And the woman says, "I was told that you could teach me about enlightenment." And the guru says, "I could do that. That's something I can help you with. But first, can you help me with something?" And she says, "Oh, okay, I think I can do that." And the guru says, "Great. I have this duck stuck in a bottle. I've had him since he was a little baby, and he climbed into the bottle. And I'm wondering if you can help me get the duck out of the bottle. And if you can help me get the duck out of the bottle, then I'll help you find enlightenment." And the woman says, "Okay, let me think about it." And she travels back down to the village for the night, asks around a little bit, takes a look at the tools in the village, thinks about it. She comes back the next morning with a hook. And she says, "I think I have it. I think if we put this hook into the bottle and kind of hook the duck's neck, animals can get really, really tiny if they squeeze. And I think if we pull the duck out really quickly, he'll probably be fine." And the guru says, "Probably be fine? You can't, maybe kill my duck or injure my duck. I've had this duck since he was a little baby, and I shouldn't have let him climb in the bottle, but I did, and he liked it in there, and I kept feeding him, and then he kind of got stuck. But this is my pet duck. That's not an okay solution." And the woman says, "Okay, let me think about it a little bit more." And she goes back down the mountain. She thinks about it for another night, and she comes back the next morning with another tool. And it's a hacksaw. And she says, "I think we kind of scare the duck to the bottom of the box. I know the duck is very important. We kind of scare the duck to the bottom of the bottle. And I think we just cut the top of the bottle off. And the duck will be fine because it'll kind of stay at the bottom. We'll cut the top of the bottle off, and then we'll get the duck out." And the guru says, "This bottle is very important to me too. Maybe you weren't really listening to me. I've had this bottle for a really long time. It's an heirloom. It was a bottle passed down by my family, and I shouldn't let the duck climb into it. I know that, but I don't want to destroy the bottle either. And we're really looking for as a way to get the duck out of the bottle, but you can't hurt the duck and you can't hurt the bottle. Do you think you can do that?" And the woman says, "Let me think about it a little bit more. I still really want to help." She goes back down the mountain. She stays in the village another night. She thinks about it. She thinks about it. She thinks about it. She comes back the next morning and says, "I really thought about this a lot. And here's what I came up with. This is not my duck. This is not my bottle. And this is not my problem." And she hands the duck back to the guru. And the guru says, "Congratulations, you found enlightenment." And the moral of that story is it's okay to want to help people, and it's okay to have problems. But when you're helping someone and you give them a whole bunch of different solutions and possible options, and there's none that work, it's okay to say, "You know what? This is not my problem. And I've provided you with options that don't work for you. And I'm going to give you back this problem and let you solve it yourself or find someone else to help." And in what I do, which is mostly mediation, oftentimes people bring me problems that don't have a solution, that don't have a perfect solution. There oftentimes aren't ways for people to split up a household and afford the same things in two separate households, even though that might be what they want to do, that they don't want their life to change. And that's understandable, but it's not a problem I created. And I want to help, and I can provide them all sorts of different options. I talk to people about mediation. I talk to people about collaborative law, attorney negotiation. Even some people, it's the right thing for them to go to court. But ultimately, they get to choose how they want to solve their problem, and it's not my choice. So remember, when someone comes to you with a problem, it's okay to be a helper. It's okay to want to help. But at the end of the day, it's not your duck. It's not your bottle. It's not your problem. So you can help, but ultimately the person whose problem it is has to want to come up with a solution. Hope that story helps.